Hello, 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 hello. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on where you're watching me from. How are you guys doing? Welcome to my live stream. Yes, welcome. How are you doing? And if you're watching from Facebook, thank you for joining me today. How are you guys doing? Welcome to my live. Welcome to my live stream. All right. We have quite a lot to discuss today. I don't know how my lightning is looking, but if it's okay, let me know. Okay. If I feel my lighting is too bright, I don't know. If my lightning is okay, if you come in, let me know. If it's too bright, let me know as well. Anyways, how you guys doing? I'm sorry for coming to 12 minutes late. Yes, I do apologize. Um, you guys know it's weekend, it's Saturday, and the weather is weathering. So you feel like sleeping in more, you feel like you know, relaxing in more. So please forgive me for being 10 minutes late. But let me know if my lightning is okay. If it's not okay, I'm just going to adjust it or turn it off. Okay. I just don't want to be yay, okay? So how you guys doing? Thank you for joining me today. It's an interesting day. It's a beautiful Saturday. My family, they're still sleeping. So I'm the only one awake at this time. It's 7:03 a.m. my time on a beautiful Saturday, and our weather, guys, our weather today is the weather is not weathering. Honestly, I'm trying to get what the weather is saying so I can be able to tell you guys. Okay, the weather is 8 degrees Fahrenheit, so it's pretty cold. 8 degrees Fahrenheit, that's what the weather is saying today. It's cold. We've been having, a blast of weather this winter. It's been an amazing winter for the most part, to the point that we didn't have snow for Christmas and things like that. So you could just kick your car and off you go. Fantastic weather. If you hate snow and hate plowing snow, you will love this weather. But yesterday it started snowing, and I hope it's all over. The weather is really in single digits, and next week you might get up to -5. But as far as we are concerned, it's an excellent weather, and is a warning for us. There is what is called global warming. For us to have this kind of weather at this kind of type of the year, at this type of the year or kind of the year, I can't even remember what I'm saying. It's an excellent weather for my state, and is a sign there is seriously global warming. Okay, because at this period is not something you can even think about. It's a minus, but we are still in single digits. Excellent weather for us. Isaac Banky, thank you for joining me today. Spice it up with Onwadi. I apologize for being late. Please come back, girl. Thank you, Nikki, Florence. Thank you guys for being here. Happy weekend to you all. Thank you. Amazing family I've got here on Facebook. God bless you guys. Real good. I really appreciate you all. Thank you for joining me tonight. If you're meeting me for the first time, my name is Soyoyo. So here on my live stream, we talk about social issues. We talk about trending issues as well. We talk about family. We talk about girl child. We talk about women. We talk about everything in between. So welcome to my live stream. I come live every Saturday or less if I'm super engaged, and I try to come live every week, but it's not working out for me. On Friday, my little girl say, "Mommy, this Friday is my time off with you." So Thursday, Friday last week, no, Friday, Saturday last week, I didn't go live because my 10-year-old wanted to spend the whole time with me, and I had to oblige. Okay, and then yesterday I couldn't go live on Facebook because we went for a funeral, a young Nigerian that passed here in my state. And so I didn't just feel like coming live yesterday. I needed to have some quiet moment to reflect about life and also come to talk to you guys. Okay, our faces are different, our problems are different. We don't know what any other person is going through, unless if we get close enough to be able to have the confidence to confide in another person what life and life challenges has been for us. So, having said that, I'll be kicking off my story with the Ikorodu banker in Lagos, Nigeria, that drank some otapiapia, some snipe or whatever, and ended it all because of the hardship people are going through, because of the difficult time she was going through. So she ended it all. And I must attribute that to our society not being open enough for people to feel free to discuss with them, our society not being open enough or welcoming enough for somebody to say, this is what I'm going through. I'm going through. I don't know what my fireplace is doing, and that's the reason why I came here, so I can feel warm. I would have just gone to my office. Sorry, guys. Yeah. Hey, Spicy's back. Thank you. Thank you, finally. Yeah, thank you for coming back, baby girl. I really appreciate. So the Ikorodu banker that ended it all, that story really affected me, it touched me so deeply. And Spice It Up here wrote a very fantastic thing on Facebook. um Her name on Facebook is Linda Ezokeke. So she wrote a fantastic thing about that Ikorodu banker. We might not know what the person is going through, but if you find a friend within your circle that you can talk to, please talk to that person. If you think you can talk to your manager and the manager is not listening, forget about those, because the institution you're working for, they really don't care about your super well-being. They pretend to care about your well-being. Life balance, but if you're a marketer in the bank, they'll be giving you a budget of maybe 30 accounts of 100 accounts a month. And then if you're a smaller banker, let's say a contract staff, they'll be giving you like 100,000 a month, 200,000, 1 million naira a month with 100,000 accounts. So, and in with the economy in Nigeria that people don't even have enough money to feed, then how much depositing in the bank? But the bank are not considering the situation, you understand? They're not considering the situation of the country. This thing is giving me boom, boom. Anyways, so with those targets that you need to meet and you're unable to meet them, it can actually add a lot of anxiety, into someone's life, a lot of depression into someone's life. And the girl, further information I got from the girl after I made some inquiries, that the girl also has a shoe business where she does and she makes shoes for people, even with the income coming from her business, and the one from the job could not be able to sustain her. And if she works in Ikorodu, definitely she lives in Ikorodu, so she might not be doing huge transportation to her place of work. Then you start asking, was her mother too far, her siblings? Doesn't she have friends? A lot of people come straight from youth service to Lagos, thinking if I get to Lagos, get a job, life is going to be all super duper for me. But I tell you, it's not like that. Lagos as a state is highly, highly saturated with human beings, those working, those that are not working, the egboros, the picking pockets, everything. Lagos is so saturated. So if you're a young person starting off life, I would advise Lagos is not a place to start off. Unless if you have a family or families or good friends that will sustain you for the time being. Lagos is hard, it's difficult if you don't have anybody to give you some, soft landing as you're getting into Lagos. We don't know the story about this girl, whether her parents live in Lagos or what have you, or she just moved to Lagos thinking she could survive. And again, find a friend you can talk to. Don't just make friends for the sake of making friends. Find someone you can talk to. Yesterday, for example, I wanted to talk to Spice. By all means, at the time I called her, she was super busy. So she promised to call me back. And by the time she was calling me back, I didn't know my phone rang because, like I said, I went for a funeral. So I didn't know I didn't put my phone back to ring. I left it on silent. And I was trying so hard yesterday to distract myself from what my emotion was going on with. I had to start, I started dancing with my daughters. They were dancing flavor song. So we started dancing together just to get away from that, emotion that was trying to capture me yesterday. So what am I saying in effect? No matter what you're going through, don't end it all. Find someone you can talk to, or find something that you can do that will take your mind away of the problem. If it's to dance, dance, sing, sing. If it's to join a group, join a group. There are so many groups you can join. Not serious group that are talking about how to solve the world problem. If you're going through a lot in your mind, you find a group that can tell you, yeah, you can actually come out of that situation. Life is not over. Don't end it. There are so many help group overseas. You just have to figure out the one that is closest to you. And also back home in Africa, I don't know if they have those groups, but that's what people should start looking into, how to have group where you can go and talk and not be judged. Because the problem we have back home in Nigeria is that we judge people a lot. We just only you they go through problem. Only you things hard for. I bet make me hear what. Those are not the things somebody going through a situation wanna hear. They want to see you that you're compassionate over what they're going through. Im- they want to understand that you're actually feeling their pain. So don't go judging people. You don't know how situation is for that person. And like they say, until you wear my shoes, then you know how I feel. But until then, if you're not wearing my shoes, don't come judging me. I don't know if I'm making sense. I'm going to read some comments so we can all have this conversation. And I will drop my link as well so we can, if you have the time to jump in on the link, please don't hesitate to share your opinion, okay? Um, my link is down, okay? Um, yeah, thank you all for being here. And if you're joining me for the first time, please don't forget to like the live stream for me. And don't forget to follow me on Facebook if you're yet to follow me. So Spice said, if a job is stressing you so much and causing you anxiety, that job is not worth it. I will quit. Yeah, Spice, it's because of where you are now with the understanding of life, you can quit. But most people, they can't just make that decision. It's a very strong decision to make, to quit if it's not working for you. But most people can't make just that decision without understanding the importance of life and what life means. Yesterday, I had a story about a young woman being dementia at 60, 63, 62, 64. That should be within her age bracket. Life is important when you have it. And if until you start valuing life at the moment you have it, you will not understand it. Spice said, I know their target irregular, unrealistic, but is not a do or die. She does side job too, but the banking is draining her too much. The banking is draining her too much. I agree with you on that because even on the notes she wrote, she talked about her not meeting target. Hey, I said me. I go buy myself because of another person's business. It's not working. It's not gonna happen. It's not going to happen. The least they will do is they sack me. I'm not afraid to be sacked because if you leave, you find another job. But like I said, it's a mindset, understanding on time how to handle those situations. If you don't have that understanding that this life is precious, you can easily be carried away with the pressure of life, with the situation that is trying to swallow you. It's very difficult. So I'm talking to the people that are alive right now. If you're a banker in Nigeria, to be honest with you, their target is way unrealistic, way too unrealistic. Nobody should go through that. I'm going to tell you guys my experience when I moved to the US about banking. I was shocked to my bones. I'm going to share that with you here as well. Welcome, Spice. How are you doing? Thank you for
Hey,
joining today. Thank you for being here. I think I have um okay. I hope I'm not echoing.
no,
Okay. Thank you for being here. So yes, I
yeah,
really missed talking to you yesterday, but we're still going to talk after the live stream. I
yes,
tried to dance away the distraction yesterday because that's what I would call it. When I saw
yeah.
your text, you had slept. I said, "Oh no, oh no,
Okay,
no,
it's
no."
fine. Greetings, host. I hope you're not too cold, dear. If you are, maybe you can just take a few seconds to move away from that place
Yeah,
and or
I
get your
think the
heater.
fire is back. The fire is back. There
Can
is
you hear
center.
me? I
Yeah,
hope my network is not misbehaving today because looks
I
like
can hear
I'm
you.
freezing here.
I can hear
Can
you.
you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Greetings, everyone.
Great.
Host, I say I just pray my network because it's been misbehaving since morning. I pray it allows me, talk for some time. So based on this topic you're discussing about on this banker, it's heartbreaking, honestly,
It is.
and I can't really say I understand her situation or what she's going through because I don't know her personally, and I
Yeah.
don't know the other challenges she might be going through. You
Hmm.
say this thing called mental health. We take it for granted here. I mean, in Nigeria,
Yeah.
we take mental health for granted. And like you pointed out, people are afraid of talking to someone
Yeah.
because they don't want to be judged.
Yeah.
They don't want to be judged because we have a lot of judginas, a lot of juries and judges, especially
Honestly.
on social media. When you have one friend you can talk to, trust me, it's going to help. One or two friends,
Honestly.
one or two or three good friends. I said, okay, the day before yesterday while we were talking, I said, if you're going through a challenge and in your circle of friends, you can't talk to one or two persons, then you need to change your circle of friends. You don't have any
Absolutely.
friend. If you are too afraid to talk to any of your friends, that is the time you know you do not have friends. What is the essence of friendship? Why do we have friends? We have friends for good times and bad times. We have friends for the rainy days and for the sunny days. We have friends we can be there for and can be there for us. That is the whole essence of friendship. So if I have 10 friends and out of those 10 friends, I can't talk to one, then I do not have a single friend. I'm
Yeah.
all alone.
Yeah.
I am all. It's not about having a lot of friends. When you're
Mm.
wedding, you have 50 ashwebis. But when you have issues, you can't talk to single one of them. You do not have friends. I
Absolutely.
remember I said something in the chat when I was going through some challenge last year. I had to talk to you. I spoke to one or two persons, and that helped me. Look, what I went through or what I was going through then is enough to push me into depression,
Yeah.
is enough to push me off the cliff. But talking helped me,
Yeah.
speaking up helped me,
Yeah.
talking to someone helped me. It helped
Yeah.
to unburden that load, that heavy burden on my chest. It helped me to also see other options available. It helped me to to also see that, look, this is not the end of the road.
Yes.
There are countless opportunities, like you told me. If you do not look, you will not see other opportunities.
Yes.
If your mind is not open, you will not see that there are other opportunities. Yes, I understand that banking give this their staff, especially the new ones, unrealistic expectations, unrealistic targets. But this is not the end. I mean, if you don't work in the bank, you can work elsewhere.
Yeah.
If you do not work in the bank, she has a side job. Maybe if she had put in more time in this her shoemaking, she would have been more successful. Look, any job that does not give you fulfillment, any job causes you anxiety, any job that puts so much pressure on you, please, in the name of God, quit that job. Is not worth it.
Yeah.
Quit that job.
Yeah.
That job is not worth it.
Absolutely.
It is better to sell pure water and be fulfilled. It is better to do all that little side hustles, and then you keep pushing. You know you're working for yourself. Nobody's pushing you under pressure. Nobody is giving you unrealistic target. You are not always on the road. You're not rushed. You're not being scolded. You're not being abused. You're not being looked down on. You
Yeah.
are your own boss, no matter how little. It's not about putting on suit and then claiming you're a banker.
Uh-huh.
No.
Host,
So
you
I
can.
really feel sorry for her that her family, maybe she couldn't speak to them, she couldn't speak to any friend, and she carried this burden all by herself.
Yeah. Another
It's
thing we
really,
should
it's
look
really
at.
heartbreaking. Talk to
Yeah.
someone, people. Speak up. Let them judge you. Look for one or two persons. It's not everyone. You don't have to come to social media and talk, because
Abani.
that's the worst mistake.
Yeah.
It's the worst mistake anyone can make. Coming to social media, thinking you have families there, thinking you have friends there, that you have 10,000 followers or 10,000 friends on Facebook, doesn't mean you have friends there. No. In the real world, you need just one or two friends to hold up your hand. In the real world, you need one person to talk to, one person to open up to. In the real world, you just need one person to hug you, one person to lay your head on his or her shoulder. In the real world, it's not about the crowd you have around you. Those can be
Yeah.
distractions. You come on social media to place your problem, they will finish you up. So go
Yeah.
off social media, take
Mm,
time off, talk to one person, and then relax. Let
mm,
God make it for you. If it
mm.
means staying at home for 1 month, eat your mother's food. Let your mother insult you, no problem. Eat her food for that 1 month. But you know that within 1 month, you are able to come up with something different. So
Mm.
long as the mind is healthy and you can think, trust me, you can do other things. She's not handicapped. She's a beautiful woman.
Yeah.
And she's talented. She's creative. For goodness sake,
Honestly.
why would she do that to herself? Host,
Host,
I will yield now and let you talk.
yeah, what I'm thinking here, the society back home is not helping. The society is not helping. The next thing they will tell you, not only you, they go through that problem. Not only you, they give a target for bank. Why you won't quit your job? Why? Always negative, negative, negative. They will not see anything positive to tell you. And the way, from things I'm reading about that Ugochukwu girl, is unfortunate. I don't know if her parents are in Lagos as well with her, or if she's just there by herself. CM, people push people to do horrible things. People do. And then at the end of the day, they will start shedding crocodile tears. Maybe this girl must have spoken to someone, and even the people in the bank. I remember those days in the bank, contract staff that they are paying about maybe 70 or 80,000 naira. Then they will give them 100 accounts in a month to open 100 accounts in a month, and they will give them a balance sheet of maybe 100 million. So tell me, in Nigerian present situation, no be when you eat food, you go think of the one you live in there in the bank. People can't even afford to feed. They are,
Exactly.
so it's very unrealistic if they are still giving those people those kind of those kind of targets is very
That
unrealistic.
is slavery, host. I won't slave for another person. I would rather slave. I would rather put in that effort for my own little business and grow it. It's
Honestly,
slavery, modern day slavery.
and the government is not doing enough. I was reading yesterday that Tinubu suspended some people in charge of the disbursing of the funds they talked about. The minister that has been suspended, you know, she put out I think during December that 3.5 million Nigerians have received the 35,000 naira cushion to help with the
Evil woman.
economic
That
strain.
woman will suffer. That
But
woman will suffer.
host see those 3.5 million, who are they? Are they ghosts? Or are they people like this young banker, Ikorodu banker, that did not get
They
help
are
as
people like those bankers.
but they did
They
not get
are.
the help.
My family, I don't think anybody received a penny from this from these
I've been
people.
asking around to know if real people, human people that are alive, if they got these funds or if the funds were basically for ghost workers like they used to do
For
in
ghost
Nigeria before.
workers, ghost
So,
citizens, host.
yeah, it's very, very unfortunate when a country does not value the lives of their citizens, because if they do, up till now, we haven't heard any story about, I don't know, this head that is trying to blind me here and enter my mouth also. We've not heard anything about just crisis, those people that they pied in just. We haven't heard anything from the government about it. Then all the atrocities going through, we're not hearing anything. So I'm not sure. I will be right to say that this government, they don't really care for their citizens, because if they do, for example, that minister wouldn't be stealing people's money that is meant to elevate people from poverty and putting it away into their personal account. It's unfortunate. And then when you get to private sector where this girl is working, the manager of her bank is under stress to produce a balance sheet every month. Whether there is money in the country or money or no money, the management don't care. The acting manager is on, it's like, I don't know if I would say rat race. I don't know how to say it, but
Host,
the
have they
guy,
ever cared?
they should do a reform. There should be some banking reforms that could be able to stop all of this. Let me tell you guys, when I came to the US, I started, because I had banking experience at the time. I started looking for jobs in the bank, and when I look at the jobs in the bank, you have if you're coming from the very bottom level, you have tellers, you have concierge, you have personal banker. Then if you're now talking about other ones, you could be into mortgage and all of that. The personal banker was just trying to know how they function. Welcome, Spy, Treasure Gist, welcome, entertainment. I was trying to find out how the structure works. I started asking questions. If I go to my bank, I'll be asking them questions. Do you guys have people that market the bank? They say, what? What am I talking about? I said, okay, you guys don't have any, people that you have to, bring in some fund. They said, no, 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 no. So here you only have to attend to people. They have those that does the sales for them, but they will be on the phone doing sales if they want to do sales. You understand? It's not that you put people on the floor and you push them out every morning to go do what? To go bring funds. And even those doing sales, they are not bringing physical funds to the bank. They will just tell you about the product the banks have, the services the bank offer. If you're interested in, please call so number and get involved. And also they have several means of running the banks. They have social media, not social media, internet. Then social media wasn't a big thing, I would say, but they use the internet to market their product. But back home is personal human beings, human capital that they will send to the market, send to and gas industry, send to now mortgages, right? That's what is reigning in Nigeria. Homes, those into home businesses, mortgages, and all of that. And they push these girls to go look for funds, at the detriment of their well-being. They don't care. If you're listening to our voice, just know that your employer there has zero care about your mental health. You are the one responsible for 100% care of your mental health. And don't let anyone rob you of that. My co-host here talked about it. Anything that is not bringing fulfillment, please find a way to find fulfillment in that. If you think you cannot be able to continue, please find a way to find happiness in what you do. I know there is no job in Nigeria, so I wouldn't tell you to leave, but find a way to find happiness in what you do. And be bold enough to tell them there are no funds for anybody to bring. Be bold enough. I remember those days. The managers will come and say, there was a time I did operation for the most part, and then I moved into marketing because I got tired of operation. I moved into marketing, and I have this good friend of mine, Chidema. Sometimes we go for marketing in group. You understand? If you go, this person, the office driver will drive us around. But when we don't want to be stressed, oh boy, when we don't want to be stressed, Chidema will say, okay, let's go marketing. We'll go to Chidema's auntie's shop and then eat African salad. Aidicha will come back to the office. Nobody should give us stress, I beg. Because with or without you, the bank will stand. And the kind of money those on top are making every month is not even your salary in 3 years, in 5 years, if you're a small banker. So weigh your options rightly and know how to fit in the situation. That's what I'm going to say here. So moving on, we'll be moving on to Betta Edu. Betta Edu, I saw some people in the comment section, um in my comment section, telling me that Betta Edu did not steal billions. They said it was millions. Okay, whether millions or billions, Betta Edu move funds to a private account, funds that are meant to alleviate poverty, that are meant to help people like this Ikorodu banker to come out from poverty, people that do not have to come out from poverty. That's what those funds that are being diverted were meant for. So Betta Edu, I wanted to do a follow-up story on her, but time has not permitted me to do that. So I decided to come and talk about it today because of time. So I did a little research about Betta Edu. Betta Edu has no integrity, I'm sorry to say, based on what I found online. And as we speak, EFCC, they recovered 50 billion naira that was embezzled, okay, during August and September period. That was the first month in office. 1 month in office, 50 million gone. EFCC just recovered that. And now they are beginning to unfold a lot of things. But I have a question for Mr. President. Did you not vet these people before you gave them offices? There are a bunch of things coming out from them. Another minister is also involved in Betta Edu's story. The minister, Betta Edu, awarded a consultancy project to the minister worth 400 and something million naira. Wait till they consult somebody with that kind of money. How much will you now use to do the real job? Just consultation only, you're paying 400 and something million naira. What is left? Is that 400 and something million naira among the 500 that Betta Edu diverted? I just don't understand the bunch of people that Nigerians made minister. And the worst part of the whole story, these people are young people. So to tell you the Nigerian problem is in depth. Corruption has eaten so deep into the fabric of the society that young folks, they've embraced the corruption from the older generation. How can a young woman, 37 or 38 for Betta Edu, diverted 587? Then this minister, another minister, I think is minister for what? The one that is trying to, was he immigration or something? I will get his name. His own private company was what they paid 400 and something million for consultancy fee. How much is the project? That is the question. If you're paying almost £500 million for consultation or consultancy services, how much was the project? I want people to help me make it make sense. Nigerians are buying every day because of the bad situation, because of difficulties in feeding their families, paying their house rent, surviving. And these young folks, you think it will be better. Nigeria will be better run by young people. Tinubu just brought all the young people, all the groups, and everybody into the government. When didn't they go through vetting to know if they have integrity at all? For this Betta Edu's cone, even right from when she was a commissioner, when she handled COVID issue, funds, film, when she was commissioner in Calabar, funds, film. If you read her profile is so bad, it's so messy. I'm not even going to talk about that. She's also claiming to be born again. That will be everything we are going to talk about today. So before they make you a minister in Nigeria, don't they go through finding out, doing a little research? Forget about the senators, confirming them and all of that. The senators that are confirmed, they're also crooks. So they are not clean. They say he who comes to equity must come with clean hands. If the senator is saying you cannot be confirmed because your record is not straight, the senator's record, his or her record straight? No. They should have some people, some ethics, privilege kind of commission that will go through these names, vet them properly before even submitting them to Mr. President or before submitting to the Senate, because the Senate are not to be trusted. I was reading about a church in Akwa Ibom they built for 32 billion naira or whatever. A church, you can use that kind of money and build factories, manufacturing factories, and employ people to work in Nigeria. But no, building that
Coach,
church is more
they
important.
use such amount of money to build a church for people to go and pray to God to give them jobs. Where people go and pray for jobs, rather than use that money to build factories, build something that will employ and engage the youth. No, instead it was used to build an empty structure. I think
Yeah,
that is just to siphon money. Let's be real.
I'm telling you.
They use that to tie money down. Then you're talking about vetting. Who is going to vet them? Are you talking about from the head that is fantastically corrupt? Who will vet who? Onyoshi on ejide onyoshi. Does the thief catches a thief? No, let's be real. Do you use a thief to catch a thief? It's not possible. It's not possible. The president, from the president to the House of Rep to the National Assembly, they are all fantastically corrupt. So who are you expecting to charge these people? Who do you want to vet these people? Who is going to vet them? Nobody. You know the reason why they are all in power, not because they deserve that position, not because they are credible, not because they deserve, not because they want to serve the people. They are there by special appointment.
Special appointment, period.
Special appointment. Not because they merited that position. They're not there to serve anyone.
Yeah.
This thing is lobbying. By the time you lobby your way, those who want to make kurukere business to get to the top, by the time they get there, they want to settle all the people that helped them get up there.
Absolutely. And they're only
it's all about stealing. And they will continue stealing. It's just like somebody coming to say, Mr. President will fight the Igbo. Let me use Igbo. I will not say it in English. Then who?
Thunderstorm, Scorpion, I am so sorry about your sister passing. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. This is a very hard one.
Sorry about that, Thunder.
May God
So
comfort you
sorry.
and your family at this time, honestly. Ooh. May our
That's
prayers
sad.
goes out right now. Our prayers go out to you. May God comfort you and your family at these trying times. Oh my
Yeah.
God. I don't even want to. I
May
went
his
for a
may her soul
funeral
rest in
yesterday.
peace. So sorry about that. So
Yeah.
sorry, Thunder.
I went for a funeral yesterday. I'm still trying to, come out of it. And now there's, please, please, my sympathies over your loss. So, host, continue, okay?
Yeah, so I was saying we know this government is not out for the people. The government doesn't care about the people. Our leaders have never cared about the citizens. They've never cared about us. It's not about us, it's about them. So whoever gets up there, it's going there for his or herself. You know the slogan of this government, Emilokan, this is my turn. So it is his turn to come and cash out. It is their turn. And when they are done, by the time they are done with Nigeria, I'm sorry to say, nobody will even buy Nigeria as a scrap. As a scrap. Nobody. Nigeria will be worse off by the time they are done plunging this country in huge debt.
Yeah, that is true.
It's a very sorry situation Nigerians found themselves with leaders like this. Leaders that lack integrity. Leaders that are fantastically corrupt. Leaders without conscience. Evil leaders. Is
Mm.
unfortunate. And I don't know if Nigeria will ever, I'm sorry to say this, guys, I don't think Nigeria is redeemable. I don't think Nigeria will ever come out of this mess unless we are
Mm.
ready for revolution. But I doubt if we are ready because we are more concerned about stupid things going on and trending on social media, not minding our businesses. We don't care. Nobody's questioning. Nobody's campaigning. Nobody's protesting. Nobody's saying anything against the government. No, it's all about other people's business. Things that will add no value. That is what the citizens are engrossed with, even while they are suffering over there. They get data, they use the data to catch crews all through. No, nobody's holding the government accountable. So Nigeria will never come out of that mess. I'm sorry,
This
guys, but
this
this is the
this year,
truth.
this year they said we no agree, right? And I in my last video I talked about if you no agree, you better start holding your government accountable. You can't be there.
Oh,
Somebody will divert 587 million, and you guys are keeping quiet. We no agree, no agree. That one no consign on her, right? But the one that
we no agree, no
consign,
consign us. We will not ask that these people be brought to justice. No, mba.
that's what they should be championing. If you really ask me, that look at this young banker we talked about. If things were moving okay, will she have buyed herself? Do you know this kind of young girl that is very enterprising? If she had gone to the bank to get loan, the bank will not give her because she has no collateral. She has nothing to back her up. But other functional countries, they have help for small businesses where you can get loan.
Small
Small
scale
businesses
businesses to support them with
to
soft
support small
loans.
businesses,
Hmm?
but not in Nigeria. You and that your
Mm-mm.
idea will buy, especially if you have nobody in Nigeria. Nigeria is a country. Who do you know? That should be the slogan. Nigeria, who do you know?
Who do you know?
That's
Onye
what it is.
came.
It's very sad. When I think about that young banker, I really know what that girl, if she talked about marketing. I can understand the pain because I had been there as a bank. I was the one opening the accounts when they bring. I was the customer service when I started banking. So I know they will come and you know pour everything on my desk. That today was so difficult. Do you know I couldn't even open a single account? Do you know now tomorrow they are going for meeting? They're afraid to go for morning meetings. Afraid because yesterday business was bad. So the thing is that they should have serious bank reform. They should find out how banks are done overseas. Because since I got here, I've never seen a banker carry files and be marketing the bank's product. No.
Go and
The
meet
bank
somebody selling
market,
egusi in the market. Madam, I beg. How many accounts
open
will Madam
account.
open?
I
How
know
many
even when
accounts
there
will
is
Onye
no,
Nelo Akpa? Or seller, how many accounts will she open?
I'm telling you.
How many accounts will that woman managing her restaurant open? How many accounts with that man selling with kiosks beside that big building? How many accounts will he open? How many?
Thank you, Gores,
It's
for
really a
joining us
sad
today.
situation.
Thank you, Gores, for being here. Thank you, Evelyn. I really appreciate you guys. Thunder Scorpion, thank you for being here.
Scorpion.
Yeah, my
Glorious greetings. Welcome.
honestly, I'm just anyway, let me just leave it at that. So please, what we are saying, we talked about, for those joining us now, we talked about the banker, the Ikorodu banker that ended it because of the hard situation, and that's the real situation in Nigeria. People should forget what they are putting out on Instagram. That is to deceive young people, and then young people will be, hey, if this person's life is working, mine should work, and then you end up doing horrible things thinking that will work. Forget you don't know which pastor is helping those young ladies on Instagram. Let me just put it out that way, because yeah, going by what we are seeing now, all the information coming up, a lot of things are going wrong. For this Madam Minister, the born again minister, Mrs. Edu or Dr. Edu, this woman, her record is so bad. If you doubt me, type her name on Google and read for yourself. She has been questioned severally before this administration. So my question to Mr. President and then the people, the senators that confirm all these thieves as ministers, what did they do? Nobody is there to hold another person accountable because they all know how they wangle their way to be there. We also what played out in River State election. We also how all of them, River State governor, former governor, was awarded by giving him a ministerial appointment. We also how the present government came into power. So the petty well, I don't know. I don't want to call them petty thieves, as in the likes of Betty Edu. Maybe it was just 100 million low, so we forget her. She's just young and she's learning. She's going to learn. Look at how far she has learned. Within four
She's
months in
going to
office,
learn.
4 months in
She
office, this
started with
lady,
millions, folks. She's now in billions. How old is she?
37 or
How old is
38,
she? When did
honestly.
she call? When did she graduate? When did she start this whole politics that she's siphoning billions? Now these people have no fear of God, though. They are
I'm
not
telling you,
afraid of karma.
at all. At all. Did they even believe
First, I
in
will
karma?
step down, but I'll come up again. Okay.
All right, thank you so much. I really appreciate this girl.
Thank you.
Let me even tell you guys how old she's 37 years old. 37 years old. And right now, she has been suspended. So my question is, if you go to read about her record, if it's a functional country, they wouldn't have made this person a minister because her record isn't good before she became the minister. She handled poverty alleviation. That's what she's handling now. Before that, she has gone through a COVID palliatives and COVID stories. Another story was questioned that. Before that particular one, two places she has headed, they have misappropriation of funds issue in all of those spaces. Go back and read about this lady. You find out there is no reason for them to have made her a minister. But who is going to judge? Is it the president that will judge you? The president can't judge you because he got into office by force or by fire. We saw what INEC did. We saw how everything played out. How the Court of Appeal, the Supreme Court, how everybody was behaving as if they got hugely paid by the so-called Gata. So who is going to question who? That's why they did not care whether she had a questionable character and all of that. Read about this lady, you'll be able to find out. In 2020, she became the chairman of Cross River COVID-19 Task Force. If you read that, what she did when she was chairman COVID-19 Task Force, you will see that her character, she has no integrity at all, is not in her nature. Okay, those are the people that will say to themselves, I'm going to go into politics to cut my own national cake, not to help, not to serve. When you're going into public service, for example, if you want to work for the government overseas, you're going there for public goods. You're going there to contribute your quota for the betterment of your county, which is local government, your state, and the country. But no, if they are going into public office, is how they are going to slash their own part of national cake. So the question I have here, Nigeria should start thinking of having an ethics and privilege and ethics committee that will vet all these people before they come into office. No longer the ministers, no longer the senators, uh, no longer the senators that will confirm and vet. No, they should have ethics, professional ethics, and privilege and professional ethics that will be able to go through that. And they should be able to have some sane people of integrity into those committees, not their follow come, not those that they've bought with money, because nothing works in that country right now. Is money that speaks. Is very unfortunate. Very, very unfortunate. The one Oyedipo prayed for. Yes, that's the lady. Oyedipo prayed for this. So she, at least she knows her way to church. And she's for her to have access to Oyedipo. That means when she came for Shiloh last year, she was given a seat close to where Oyedipo sit. That means she used to go to that church, or she was a member, or maybe she's still a member, or she was known by the pastors themselves. So she is somebody that knows what the gospel talks about, right? No. But when it comes to living the righteous life, which the Bible that we all read as Christians, nobody wants to do that. They just want, oh no, God will always forgive me if I ask for forgiveness. No. There are some kind of things you do. You have to pinch yourself and say, God, why did I even get into this in the first place? Okay, so Betta Edu, those that came to my comment section to tell me it wasn't billion, that it was millions, whether it's 1 million, 2 million, 3 million, 50, 500 million, is still not her funds. It's taxpayers' money, which should be accounted for, and there is no reason diverting those funds. Right now, information we are hearing from the investigation that is ongoing by EFCC, they've recovered 50 million that Betty embezzled within the first month in office. EFCC just recovered that. So with now 4 months in office, 500 million. To tell you that this lady is calculative, the person that put her there, her godfather or godmother that put her, that pushed, that lobbied for her to become the minister, they know what went on, all of them. This lady couldn't just have stolen that money off of herself or diverted the money off of herself. Before you move funds from one account to the other, especially public funds, it has to go through channel right sources. The bank that the funds is deposited to, the CBN giving authorization for those huge money. All of them should start talking, because it's not making sense. Gora said, and she won't have time to go to church again. No. She shall attained her goal. Her goals. Hey. Another story is just coming up. This morning, I've been waiting for this story since yesterday. Chude intervened just a Dayton, and I haven't been able to watch the video, but I'm waiting for it to fully offload. She's talking about her father and her experience, and TB Joshua. So, guys, it's very unfortunate that this is the situation of things in Nigeria. The young folks that will think, hey, yeah, bring young people into the government, bring young people. These are the young people they brought among the people in Tinubu, them that are 80s, 70s, 60. They now brought the people 30 something. They are commissioner and they are ministers in Nigeria. And those 30 something people are showing Nigerians Shegia. This is Shegia Banza. Sincerely, the young people are no different from what the older generation. Is very unfortunate. And what really pains me so much about this lady, guys, I have to change these glasses. I'm still struggling to get my eyes on this my new frames. Pardon me, please. I'm still struggling. I can't see well. This one is for reading, so let me better. The other one was pinning me on the ear. because they made it tight so it could be just here for me to use it, but I didn't like it that much. So pardon me, please. All right. So what was I even saying? They brought young people thinking that, oh, once you have young people to contribute, they have so much, they are brilliant, they are smart. But I can see they're only smart in free. Okay, I'm sorry I have to use that word, but that is what it is. And again, um if you look at it again, what made me so mad about this Betta Edu is the fact that Betta schooled overseas. Betta, after doing her medical school in Calabar, she went to UK and did her masters. She came to the US and did her doctorate. Okay, that means years spent overseas studying. There was nothing this girl took home from doing masters in public health. There was nothing she took home from doing PhD course in the US. There was absolutely nothing this girl took back to Nigeria. Her foundation has been wrong a long time. And she got bolder because even after all she did and her record, they did not stop her. They made her minister. She got bolder. And then those championing her, those that put her in position, they already told her, don't worry, we are going to cover you. Our EFCC will not do anything. No, 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 no. Just worry, we are behind you. Don't worry, we are behind you. And this is why Nigerians keep falling into anxiety, depression, and they keep buying themselves. It's not that the country is not rich. Nigeria is a very rich country. They haven't even started mining some of the natural resources that God blessed the country with. The concentration of the country is oil. How about other resources? They've not even tapped those ones. Why are they buying people in Jos? It's because of the resources, the natural resources they have there. The country is still on tap, but they've already run it down that I don't know if the country is going to come out well or come out alive again. It's very unfortunate. All right, moving on. We talked about Betty Edu being a church girl, being a born again thief, like my um, co-host called her here, born again thief. We'll be moving now into Pastor T.B. Joshua. Pastor T.B. Joshua documentary was released by BBC on Monday this week. Was released by BBC on Monday. And Nigerians right now are divided on which camp to believe, whether to believe the BBC documentary or to believe their beloved pastor. A lot of people are fighting on the internet, condemning BBC's documentary. The only thing that made sense to me was what Idris is Nigerian veteran musician or something. I don't know if she still plays music or something, or if she still does music. I'm not Idris, I don't know if he still does music. He's a guy, not a lady. So I don't know if he's still into music or something. But he made a comment. He said that why are we believing what BBC did? They should start, first of all, do documentary on how they came to Nigeria and stole. It's until then that he will start believing them. So he's right for saying that, yeah, because it was the United Kingdom that colonized Nigeria as a country and took a lot from Nigeria, the oil, everything. So they should start doing documentary on all of those things that benefited from Nigeria before the likes of Idris would believe they did Joshua's documentary. But in terms of Joshua's documentary and those confessions that those ladies and those people did, the disciples, the guys and the ladies, it was heart wrecking for a lot of people. But I wasn't surprised because I've heard such testimonies like 16 years ago, way back when I was in Nigeria. Yeah, those that some disciples that came out from his church and they came to the church where I worship at the time. They came after going through prayers and repentance, they came out testifying what happened when they were there, what they even did with the man of God, because it wasn't just the man of God doing that. All these disciples that we are talking, they were the ones helping man of God, you know, achieve those things they claim he did. If he did not bring the virgins to the man of God, will he go bring the virgins by himself? Mm-mm. Some people were bringing the virgins. So Papa is calling you. It's your turn today. It's your turn the next day. So I'm not doubting anything they said. Nada. I'm not doubting their truth. That is their truth. That is their confession. The only thing I'll say, I wasn't there when it happened. So physical evidence I do not have. But are they saying the truth? They said their truth. Am I doubting their truth? Not a thing. I'm not. It's their truth, it's their confession, and I believe them. Okay, I believe them. But I made a video about it. I said something. If people are beginning to hear, beginning to even believe what these people are saying, how come they never believed them 17 years ago, 14 years ago, 12 years ago? Because some of the people in those documentaries, in the videos, some of those people there, they've been talking, their videos are on YouTube, their books are out there. They've been talking 14 years ago when TB Joshua was alive. Nobody believed these people. Now TB Joshua is gone. Will he come back to defend himself? No. Why didn't people believe those people when they were talking? They tried everything they could to silence them, but those people kept talking. They wrote books, they made videos. Their lives were in danger when TB Joshua was alive. I will call those folks the hero of the whole documentary. It's unfortunate that Nigerians did not believe what was going on in that part of Lagos. I think it was in Yanikbaja that TB Joshua stayed. I remember going to Yanikbaja once. Yeah, I passed that area once. We went to visit someone that gave birth. So we went there. We had to pass Ikbaja or some that area before we got to the person's place. That was the first time I saw the church physically. And if you see the kind of people just on the way trooping into the church, you find out that people seek for miracle and not God. Where they hear miracle, miracle, that's where people go. They seek for miracle. They don't even seek to know this God that you can be in your bedroom and pray and this God will answer you. You can be in your bathroom, in your kitchen and call his name and he's there with you. He's a pleasant help. A pleasant help. He's always there. In time of danger, God is there. In times of your joy and celebration, God is there. Everly present God, everly present. But no, if there is no miracle in a church, you will not see people troop there. Check it in Nigeria. Where you hear miracle, they have crowd. Where you hear miracle, they have crowd. And I sometimes I ask myself, why is it I never got those kind of miracles? Yeah. There was a time I was looking for miracle too. I never got it. Is it that my own was genuine, but the pastors were not, they didn't have the power to give the miracle? I don't even want to tell you guys the churches I attended in Nigeria. But anyway, so TB Joshua and the disciples is what is reigning on social media. A lot of stories are coming up. People are talking about it, and a lot of people are defending TB Joshua. A pastor, I think in Kenya, even made a post that one of the ladies that testified as disciple in that TB Joshua, that the lady is nothing but, I don't want to use the word. Okay, for community regulations, I wouldn't use the word. But the pastor spoke his mind that he knows that lady personally, and that lady is after men of God. That lady, they should ask the lady what happened to her husband. So when I read about that one, I was like, "Oh, okay. The lady has a problem." Before the lady got to the TB Joshua, I don't know, but I'm more concerned about those minors, the 17-year-old, the 16, those young folks that their lives were torn apart. And for the Oyibo people that were doing the interview, they're now testifying. I don't know what to say, but if I tell you how I feel, you will not understand. Those Oyibo people, that are testifying now, they were the same set of people that TB Joshua used against those Nigerians when they started talking about TB Joshua when TB Joshua was alive. They will come on social media and say all manner of bad things about these people. There is a man, I can't remember his name because I didn't watch that video, okay? I didn't watch the TB Joshua. There is nothing for me to watch because I heard the authentic story of those people when they left. So now, because under the BBC is now bigger because they have the platform, is now huge. He made stories, but those folks, especially the Bisola, she's been talking way back. Nobody believed that lady. And then the other man, that he sounds like an Igbo man. He's been talking. His videos are on YouTube. I believe them way back. So I didn't watch this documentary. My friend watched it and gave me an idea. I saw a clip from here and there on social media. But the thing is, the Oyibo people that came to also talk their truth helped TB Joshua to carry out all those things they are talking about right now. It's unfortunate that nobody had the guts to leave and accuse him while he was alive. Those people talking now. It's unfortunate. Really unfortunate. Then I'll start thinking, what could make somebody, an adult, to be in that kind of situation and your minds are not right? How can someone brainwash you with the Bible that you can actually read? It's not that the Bible was written only in Greek and the person that is brainwashing you has Greek knowledge. No. The battle is King James. They came from UK, right? They are British people. They can read English. The same Bible that you read, and somebody will have so much authority over you. I don't know why that is the case. I don't know why. I don't know, because if I can read a manual to set up my fridge or to fix my chair, I can read a Bible. I can only ask God to help me with the understanding. I don't know why I should be in a church. They will brainwash me with the same thing I have power and knowledge to read. Why can't I seek my own interpretation? I'm talking to our future people that will go to churches tomorrow or follow prophets or seeking for miracles. If you can read the Bible, if that man is talking about that scripture, take that scripture home. Take 40 minutes and study that scripture. 40 or 45 minutes. Study that particular, even if it's one verse of the scripture. Study it until you understand it. If you're not understanding it, call on God to give you understanding to that particular scripture. And once you're able to be quiet and study that scripture to understand, that will be the time your eyes will open about that church you're attending, about the prophet that you're following, and then you'll be able to run. They said they did not have access to phone or whatever. But when one of them ran, she was recording on her phone. That means she had access to phone. Why didn't they call their embassies to come to their rescue? There are so many things I don't understand in the story. But however, nobody hearing my voice right now should find him or herself in such predicament. The Bible said that you have been given power to tread upon serpents and scorpions. What it means that the Bible, the word of God, is the power itself. And where you read the word of God and you lack understanding, go back and read it again. Don't be in a hurry. Open that verse again. Read it and read it. As you're reading it, you're calling God and the Holy Spirit to give you understanding. If you're able to gather discernment spirit, the spirit of discernment into what you're reading, your eyes will pop open like this and you leave that bad place you found yourself. There is no excuse anymore. On a slogan say, I no go gree. Do not agree to the right things, not the bad things. And as you're not agreeing to you, ask God to open your eyes about your pastors, the men of God you're following, about the church you attend. And once your eyes are open, you find your way out of that church quickly. Don't be under a spell. I don't know what they put on you guys for you guys to be there for that length of time and not walk away and not call your embassy to come to your rescue. I don't know. Miracle move us definitely. The white too got get their own for body. I definitely they do. Ill health, desperation are powerful foundation for brainwashing. Absolutely, you're so right on this one. You're so right on this one. Do you know in that TB Joshua's church, I know two relatives of mine that went to that church. They had one had cancer. She was going for chemo. She did all the chemo, therapy and all of that. It was bad. They had to do, um, removal of one breast for her, and it was still she did not feel better. At some point, she gave up with medical treatment because she wasn't feeling well. She now felt that people told her about TB Joshua. She went all the way from Enugu to synagogue church. When we heard that she went there, she said that they already given her time to die, so that she's just going to go there and see if she can get a miracle from God. We called the husband, and as a family, not just me, my family, we told the husband that your wife is going to die there if you leave her, and she shouldn't die. She shouldn't go there and die. The man said at this point that he doesn't want to push anymore because she has done all the medical thing and it's not helping. So that he's just following whatever is making her happy for the time being she has to leave. So she went to the church. They told her that no, cancer will not buy you. She said amen. They believed, they prayed and prayed and prayed. They started giving them anointing water, whatever water, anointed water, what to drink, that the cancer is gone, it's vanished, whatever. The man prayed. They stayed there for quite a while. The man told them they can now go, that the cancer is healed. The woman said that she did not feel better. That's what the woman told the pastor, that his thing is still there, the problem is still there. The pastor came and told that person, not in the congregation, because with the congregation, you're healed, you have to go. When one-on-one with the pastor now told her, well, I can't heal you. You have to go, and I don't want you to buy here. That was how the woman packed herself. Her husband took her back home, and she went back to her brother who has a hospital. And then that was eventually. So the truth, the pastor knows the truth. They don't televise the truth. They televise the ones they want people to hear so that they can continue to come and fellowship with them. But they will tell those people, we can't heal you, go, and we don't want you to buy here. Yeah, that was what happened to my relative. And a few months, I think about 2 months after, 3 months after, I remember the woman calling, speaking with my siblings, telling them, please watch over this, watch over that, do this, do that. Don't let this one. She knew that the time had come. The pastor told her, I can't heal you. But in the presence of people, during the church service, the demonstration, the abracadabra, you're healed, cancer is vanished. She's gone now, it's gone now, and all of them. But in the real world, he had a word with that woman and said, I'm sorry, I can't heal you. You have to go. So people should know, when you're sick, go to the doctors. If the doctors cannot offer solution, ask God in your quietness to help you. Okay, people say that something go by a man, that is true. But if you're sick, don't go looking for all these miracles. That miracle can happen in your home. Just pray and believe God. I know the Bible says that two-edged sword is better than one, right? Yes. If you can team up with your brother, with your sister, with your husband, with your wife, and if you go to church, you can also pray in your congregation. But don't go and live there and forget to take medical treatment. That's what is going to quickly save life than drinking anointed water. Water that you don't know where it's coming from, if it's clean or not. Hey, Agochukwu, my beautiful Agochukwu, thank you for being here. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Gores, that's an update about the so-called daughter of the Greek pastor. Okay. Let me read what they said about Bisola. Gora said, yes, so Bisola has been talking years ago, but now people are still saying she's telling tales. They will not believe the young woman. It's until she cries, that's when Nigerians say, hey, yeah, bad people. They should better believe this lady, because this lady has gone through what they call trauma for the most part. Is it her life that they were pursuing to buy her life? Oh, people. Even TB Joshua that was not accepted by him. Even TB Joshua's daughter that was not accepted. I didn't watch the documentary, so I don't even know what the daughter said. Honestly, I didn't watch the documentary, and I don't want to watch the documentary, because I believe those original people, the first set of people, disciples that came out and spoke when TB Joshua was alive. That's why I held those people with a very high esteem. They were not intimidated, even with all the things they were going through. The all the kind of things they received. If you do this, we're going to buy you, do the day. We are still able to talk. They made videos, they wrote books. I believe them. And that's the reason why I didn't watch this documentary, because there is nothing new. These people are saying that Bisola and the other man and few other ones did not say. They said it all. Everything they said was still the same thing on this documentary. And they said those things 14, 15, 17 years ago. So I don't know what the daughter said, honestly. I don't know what the daughter said, sincerely. Treasure, I don't understand the update about the Greek pastor. Who is the Greek pastor that I'm not understanding? This conversation, maybe I missed something. I don't understand that one. Treasure, do you mean that lady is not TB Joshua's daughter? Okay, okay. You guys are already having that conversation. Please verify, because I need to know. The vulnerability in sick people is pathetic to watch. They buy into anything, and they use and are used by the pastors to further scam people. Yeah, that is the truth. That is the truth. That is the truth. According to their Greek pastor, came out to speak that Ajoke, Ajoke was adopted, but that was why she was dumped by her mother. Oh, okay. I don't know. I know what their documentary, and I'm not interested in watching, because I know what you know what went on, what they said that went on there. I already heard the story, so there is nothing new for me to listen to. Um, Evelyn, you have a very solid point here. For someone who is sick and desperate, you can actually do anything. And the pastors, prey on those people. They use them to continue their scheme. I completely agree with you on this. Is when you haven't really been in that position, you will not understand. If you have been sick before, that you don't have any remedy apart from looking unto God, especially situations like cancer. That is only God that can take care of it. If miracles still happens, then you'll be able to understand the situation these people. I remember TB Joshua those days, the likes of Kanu Wankwo, Papilo, went to TB Joshua. The first set of Nigerian Super Eagles, Amonike, they all went to TB Joshua. When Kanu Wankwo had a heart disease, people, that was when TB Joshua was reigning. They all went there thinking TB Joshua was going to heal Kanu of heart disease. Did that happen? No, it did not happen. Kanu had to go to the UK, hospitalized, got his heart fixed. That's the genesis of Kanu Heart Foundation. After what he went through, he started a heart foundation to help others get well. That was the genesis of Kanu Wankwo's foundation. They went to TB Joshua. Amonike, all of them. There was another one that had injury at the time. TB Joshua, come to my church, I'm going to heal you. They all went. They never got better. Not one of them. So when you look at real people that will go there and not come back with testimony, is their life different than those that will go, oh, miracle, abracadabra happen? Was those ones paid to come and display so that they will come and back and testify? We've seen a lot of them confessing, yes, that they told them that to come and testify, that nothing was wrong with them. So be careful who you believe. Be careful when you are going to believe wholeheartedly what you see on television or what you see even in the churches you attend. Because some of them is what ndị Igbo na-akpọ miracle. When I packaged miracles, okay? Kanu Nwankwo went there, Amonike, all of them. None of them got healed. Even one that had injury that couldn't play football anymore. He said, come to my, he went, he never got better. So people should be careful. If you cannot call God on your own and believe that God will answer you, then be very, very careful what you believe. All right. Hey, Rose Chichi, thank you for joining me today. Thank you for being here. Until then, until she pie, that's when they will see. Yes, until Bisola, they will hear that Bisola took sniper or Bisola took insecticide. That's when they will say, hey, yeah, we should have believed, but she's not gonna do that. God has kept her all through the years, despite what these people did to her for coming out of that church and speaking her truth. That God will sustain her, that God will provide for her, that God will keep her safe. People, I don't even care about what Nigerians are saying now. It's unfortunate. Okay, so I believe the disciples, but the Oyibo people that came to testify, we are still the same people. That's my anger with them. Okay, they should get it. I'm not so happy what they did to those set of people. Now it has reached their level. They begin to speak English. I better leave Mata Jare, make I not even go there. But the thing is, you that is watching me, you that is hearing my voice, be careful who you believe. Be careful under the pastor you're under listening to. Be careful. Ask God to even open your eyes to reveal that ministry to you. Yes, you can do that. The God said He has given you power and authority, that He made you in His own image and likeness. You're like God. Imagine, it's like when your mother gave birth. The father will come to do and look at the child. Hey, this child now my carbon copy. You're like your father. You're like your mother. So you can understand the weight you carry as a Christian. Don't let another person deceive you. Pray for discernment spirit so you can be able to discern if a place, a congregation, a church is the right one or not. Don't be fooled seeking for miracle. If you're sick, go to the hospital. Look for a doctor. I'm not saying you should not believe. When you look for a doctor, then you now believe that the treatment doctor is going to give you, by God's special grace, it will work. By the power of God, that medication, that treatment will work. Don't just say, oh, no. If you believe God, also go to the hospital. Don't let your pastor tell you you have a problem. The other lady that is related to me, is not man. Another lady that related to me that passed after going to TB Joshua, they did not get any treatment. If you tell those folks to go to TB Joshua now, they will not, because they've seen it firsthand. There is no miracle there. If your mother went there and your mother eventually died, will you still believe there is miracle there? So be careful. Be careful. All that glitters isn't gold. Let's just know the truth. All right. So I have one more thing to discuss today, and I might come back to talk about TB Joshua, make a short video about it. I'm waiting for just Adeton's interview to play out so I can be able to see what she said. She said her father dumped her at TB Joshua, and the lady said she was She was doing kerewa with her father. I just don't understand it. I don't want to run faster than my shadow, but I want to listen to the whole interview before I will make a video about Just Odotun. The interview is on Tuesday, but it's not on YouTube yet. It's just the clips that is on Instagram. If you want to watch it, you can go subscribe to Tuesday and hear what Just Odotun Adetun said. Moving on. Lafala, Oyoyo, stop insulting our Oyibo Christian people. Evelyn, I know you insult them all. But sincerely, Evelyn, if you had watched those videos, it was like a campaign against Abisola, campaign against the other man that I think is an Igbo man or something that is on that documentary. If you watch the campaign against the folks, the first set of disciples that left TB Joshua, the campaign by these Oyibo people, they were the ones that were handling the Emmanuel TV at the time. If you watch their campaign against these same people that they interviewed back again on this their documentary, you will not even bother what happened to them because they castigated these people. They spoke badly about these people, saying it was because they misbehaved, and they brought all the interviews they did on those people under duress and then used those interviews against them. That's where I'm feeling bad about. Okay, that's really why I'm feeling bad about. Yes, so it is important to seek medical attention while believing for a healing. Period. Period. Okay. All right, moving on. The next thing I'm going to talk about is the tribe called Judah. Funke Akindele is now 1.2 billion naira gross revenue on the tribe called Judah. That movie is very interesting. I don't watch them. Do I? Oh, I haven't. Oh. Don't worry about that. But the movie is very interesting. You need to watch it. And I want to do a proper review. Even if it's a 5 minutes review, if I can, I will really appreciate it. The movie is interesting. It's very relatable. But I love the promotion. Funke Akindele, I love her promotion strategy. I love the marketing strategy of that movie. They marketed that movie to the moon. That's why it's doing amazingly well. And people should learn that marketing and PR about that movie. Is a thing that people should learn from. Nigerian movie industry is not just the Nollywood. These ones are not Nollywood. They call them box office movies, the real movies, not drama, not all those comedies. Box office. And Funke Akindele's The Tribe Called Judah is really a force to reckon with. When I mean a force to reckon with, people should find out how Funke was able to sell that movie to the millions of people that watched it. When I mean millions, I don't know how much ticket is going for in Nigeria, maybe 6,000 to watch. I don't know. But do the math. If it's, let's say it's average of 6,000 naira to watch, you divide it by the millions, you'll be able to know the number of people that watched that movie. Even with the hard economy in Nigeria, people came out because of what? Promotion, marketing. Treasure, if I catch you, marketing, promotion. If you know the number of people that have watched that movie, you have to go back, sit down with Funke Akindele, let her do a master class on how to market your movie or market your movie, because that's what she did best on. She should do a master class so that others can learn. We want to hear this kind of success stories from Nigeria. We really want to. So it's a big thing happening. It's a good thing happening. The movie is still showcasing in cinemas in UK. A lot of people have watched the movie already, and I don't know if they're gonna get to US. I know by next month it's definitely going to be on Amazon or Netflix, so the whole world will have access to it. But right now, it has grossed over 1.2 billion naira, and that's a lot of money. First in history, first record ever, and it's counting. So if you are in Nigeria and you're into movie industry, please go meet Funke Akindele and ask her how she was able to market her movie. Let me even see how much that is in dollars. Wow. Wow. Let me see. 1.23, I think 238 million billion, sorry. Let me see how much that is in dollars. Funke Akindele. Wow, over 1.1 million dollars. You can imagine just one movie, one Nigerian movie. Kudos to Funke. Kudos, kudos, kudos. Nigerians should go drop all the pride. Go for a meeting with Funke. If she can open up to, because I know Nigerians are hoarders, she will not tell you all the strategies she used because she wants to continue to be number one. But if she can do a master class within the movie makers, you understand, she is going to be able to bring other people into what she's doing that is working for her. And that's how the country, the business, the industry will boom. And before you know it, they'll start enlisting in stock markets. That is how they do it. So please and please, I will really recommend to Funke to do masterclass while I commend her for a job well done. The promotion was worldwide. We must give her her flowers. Honestly, I don't even know how she did it, but hey, I think the marketing sold the movie out because it's not away from, it's not far from other nice Nollywood movies. The marketing sold the movie. That is promotion, promotion, promotion. I don't know. Sincerely speaking, if you ask me, the movie is overhyped, and that's it. That's it. Nigerians are buying Temu or Timu or whatever. Those small small things that you buy, you think you're buying the right size, and when you get it comes to you, it's just pinch them. It's their promotion that is making you buy. You just be on Instagram 30 minutes. They've already shown their ad 15 times while you're on social media. That is marketing. That is the thing. Funke got it and is working for her. Hey Joe, welcome, welcome. Thank you for joining me today. Funke did an amazing job with that one. She did. How was your weekend going, ma? My weekend has been okay. We are just waking up. I'll be running up soon because my day is just about starting. I have things to do and all of that. So my weekend is just starting. My family, they're just beginning to wake up. I could hear a footstep up. They're beginning to wake up. So the marketing was it for me. Funke did an amazing job with the marketing. Amazing, amazing job. Others should ask her. No problems, Joe. You are still on time, okay? Others should ask her how she did it because the movie is not, when you watch the movie, you'll be able to understand it's highly, 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 highly what hyped. But one thing I like about the movie again, when you just click, the moment the movie started, you'll be able to see that the story came up immediately. You don't have to watch into halfway into the movie before you understand the story. The story started with the movie from the very beginning. Guys, give me 1 second. Sorry, guys. My hubby just woke up. I had to say good morning, you guys. Okay, did you check out the telegram? Yes, Joe, I did. Don't forget that story. Forget the story, okay? Thank you. I will check it out again, okay? It's typical example of Ejiego and Chuego using money to pursue money. Absolutely, you just nailed it. Sincerely, that movie was overhyped to sincerely, if you really ask me, they did an amazing job with that movie. That's why they are making so much money. Do you know what I heard now is that if you go to cinemas now, people don't even queue to watch the other movies. They're just going to watch The Tribe Called Judah. And sincerely, is not good. But Malaika is coming up gradually. Malaika is now about 200 million gross profit. So it's coming up gradually. I want to watch Ada Omodadi. Okay. I don't like the name, by the way. I must say that. The name is not selling the movie. Messi would have thought about another name. Titling is very important. Titling is just like what YouTube will tell you. If you make a movie, YouTube will tell you, suggest titles to you if they feel your title is not catching up. You have to put something catching as a title, and that's one of the things about Amodadi that I don't like. Which one is Adon Modadi? It sounds like a comedy. Why is a big serious drama? I love the storyline on Amodadi. I want to watch it. I'm not the type that usually watch Nigerian movies, but this really got my attention. Sorry, Papa. I'm reading comments. Okay. So they marketed it so well, and I think Funke should do a master class on how to sell your product or how to sell your services, how to sell your movie in the movie industry, and others should follow and learn. Okay, drop all your pride and go learn from Funke. This will be the first time a movie is grossing that in Nigeria, first ever. The if I start giving you breakdown from AY movies, AY used to be the number one, AY is now just down at the bottom. Nobody has gotten to where Funke got. Nobody. And they are still on. They are still counting. Their target is 1.5 billion naira, and they are going to get there because the way I'm looking at it is playing in London right now, and tickets in London is in pounds. So by the time you convert it to naira, it's going to continue to, add up. Yeah, I know Funke will not expose that now. Trust me, Joe. Businessman, no, they tell you how they making money. Oh. No. I know, but I just pray. It's my prayer and wish. I'm really recommending, but I know she's not going to tell them. But sincerely speaking, they did massive promotion for this, and they are not stopping. They keep doing promotion. It's like everybody that they know, everybody they contracted, because they contracted some people. Some people are on payrolls to market this product. Yes. And then their fellow influencers influence the product. They paid money for all this influencing thing you're seeing. They paid them money. It's not, help me, make you support me, I support you. Because when you get money, when you get paid for a service, you have to deliver. And sincerely speaking, all of them delivered. All of them delivered. And her cast also helped her. Her cast is so kind of crossed across the whole Nigeria. The tribe, her son's five tribes. The store manager is from Calabar or Akwa Ibom, that exists. Ebele Okaro is still Igbo. So we again cut across. Yes, they have Hausa, Yoruba, Igbo, um, River State, Warri side. They have Akwa Ibom. They covered it all. They covered most tribes, and that is something people should be picking on when you're doing your casting. Like I said, that's a lesson Funke learned from politics, from election. She learned it big. For you have to cut across every tribe and get their and put their emotions into the movie. And that's what she did. And it worked for her. It worked for her. Musa, well represented. Emeka, well represented. Is he Priye? Is he Ejiro? Well represented. You won't say there is nobody from South. They got two there. They even got three because the sales lady is also from I think Akwa Ibom. Yeah, because sometimes she speaks her dialect in the movie, and that makes it interesting. Bringing the Nigerian um, dialect into it. They will mix it up, make it to be original, make it authentic. And when you look at it, also you notice that it's like they did a heist. If you have watched Heist, it was a series on Netflix where they went, they stole, they threw money up and all of that on the staircase. That is another borrowed clip that they infused into this movie, and that made it very interesting. Okay, it captured the minds of many. The Aboros at the motor park, they can basically relate with this because that's their lifestyle. All those thugs, that is their lifestyle. Then the single mother struggling in the slum to raise the child, and the child is not behaving well. That is her story. So very relatable. Most people can relate to that completely. And then this other girl that, what's her name again? Testimony, the young girl falling in love and her young boyfriend. People can relate to that. So the movie is like everyday life for most people, um, especially those that the street boys, that's everyday life for them. And they saw it play, they will definitely come out to support the movie. Okay. But anyways, if only Funke can be ready to share her ideas, she can charge money for sharing those ideas. Anyways, nothing is free these days. And the subtitle helped it too. Everyone can watch and understand, even when you don't understand the language spoken. Absolutely, you got it right. You just said it right. So, guys, I'm coming to the end of the story today. I don't know if I have anything else on my agenda that I did not cover. Okay, I think I covered it all on my agenda here. And what else? What else? What else? Hey, welcome, leave me alone. My husband is at the background. Okay, the next thing that is happening is okay, the next thing now, you guys saw how the very dark man was taken to the police station. I don't want to talk about it. If I want, I can make a short video about that. So, yes, please, Hope, recap what you said about the Ikorodu banker. What happened? Oh, Ikorodu banker went to her bank and drank Otapia. Honestly, Otapia and ended it in the bathroom, bank bathroom, inside her workplace. And she left a note behind saying that the job is not helping, that she's so depressed, she's not meeting targets, and her life is not easy, that she knows people will not understand, but she's tired. So she ended it in the bank bathroom. People did not even know she was gone until, I don't know, maybe somebody went to use the bathroom and then saw her on the floor, and that was how they called the police. Yeah, anxiety, depression is real. Mental health is a big issue. People should please talk to someone. Find someone you can talk to. Find someone you can talk to. Find someone. Yeah, it happened at Ikorodu. Ugochukwu is her last name. I can't recall her first name. The young girl, that was how she bite herself. And they said she was also a shoemaker. She was doing something by the side to help her, provide for herself. Unfortunately, the ends weren't meeting. And I must tell you, the target they give these people at the bank is huge. It's not something you can actually, they don't even make it up. They can't. Especially right now that the economy is so bad in Nigeria. Imagine those contract staffs that they pay 80,000 naira. I don't know if they've increased their salary. That was what they paid them when I was in the bank, 70, 80,000 naira. And they will give them target to open 100 accounts in a month. Where people talk say they never see money chop food, not to money to go and keep in the bank. I don't know if they are being realistic. I don't know. I don't know if that's the case with this girl. From the note she wrote and the way her picture appeared, I want to believe that she's a contrast staff. I want to believe she's a contrast staff. Those that go, to market, to people to look for accounts and then bring them to open accounts in the bank. I want to believe she's a contrast staff. She couldn't just cope anymore, and she said it. She buried herself. Very unfortunate story. Very unfortunate. And I want to believe now the bank manager and her team, everybody will be quiet, everybody, they will cry and life continues. But if there's a lesson for them to learn, don't push these people. Don't. Don't push these people. I remember those days, when I was in the bank, the first time I started banking job, um, they will come back from marketing, and then some of them, the people I was able to relate with, they will come to me to tell me that it wasn't easy today. Some will be crying that they couldn't even open one account. So what I do for those people that cry that they didn't open one account, if customers but by themselves walk into the bank to open an account and meet me to open an account, I will open the account for the customer and the customer goes. So when those marketers, when they come back, I will just call them because I know those are not meeting target. I will just call them. I say, okay, I have this account, sign your signature. She will just sign as she's the one that brought the account. That was the little I could do at the time. Because if I write my name as the one that brought it in the account, I cannot follow up the customer. I wasn't a marketer at the time. So it's of no use. Okay. But if they put in their names, they will be able to follow up with the customer, check on the customer and see how they can better, service the account for the customer. So those were the little things I did at the time. But if I tell you, those targets they give to these people, are they unrealistic? Super, super unrealistic. And again, I remember when I moved into marketing. I was like, I didn't even know what to do. And when I moved into marketing, I had to ask my sister because I have a sister that worked in the bank. And guys, give me 1 second. So they will take. Oh. So when I changed bank, I got his a higher level. So I moved into marketing. I didn't know what to do. I had to call on people I know. Okay, how is it done? Blah 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 blah. I was lucky. I wasn't giving those kind of hey no. I just spoke to one or two. They spoke to one or two persons for me. They gave me funds and that was really beautiful. Honestly, when you meet your target, it's so beautiful. You're celebrated, you're being clapped for, and it ends there. And if your branch meet target, they will take you guys out for a dinner, just the marketers only. But after that, what happened? What do you benefit? Nothing. Do they give you any commission for meeting targets? Zilch. No commission because you're on salary. So with that, don't go by yourself with over another person's institution, another person's business. The only thing you can over worry yourself if you start a small business as if it's not growing, then this is me, this is mine, this is my own. Then you can throw in yourself and see how you can make it better. Did the bank take a day off? No. The highest they will do in that branch is 1 minute silent. The rest of the branch might not do any minute silent for you. And the person is gone. So don't buy yourself because of what? An institution that will not even remember your name. Those are the head office people. They don't even know who that girl is. They don't. The only people that know the girl, her branch manager, the person she's supervisor. That's all. So don't buy yourself because of that. If you're listening to me, if you're a young banker, if you're a marketer in the bank, always remember there is life after banking. Okay, there is life after banking. And also, they should have some regulations on all these unrealistic targets they are giving to people. They should have some regulations for the banks. All right. Mama, this Ikorodu stuff is a big wake up call for our environment. This is an eye opening because our society is so intimidating, unnecessary pressure everywhere, people using social media to encourage bad things. Ah, Jojo, my brilliant analyst. It is, oh, but you know what? Is it waking up anything? No. Will our people change? No. Even the mothers, they will tell you the society. If let's assume this girl goes out to cry to people that I want to leave this my banking job, or is actually drowning. They'll say waiting because of that target. I beg, stay there, Jerry. At least you they receive salary. Where till they come out? Only you dey there. Others don't buy. That's the kind of words that come out from our people. They will even sit the person down to understand her level, her mental state. They will say, "No, only you they go. Now everybody go through the same thing. Beg, no, just can't leave. That is the way our people will talk. So the society is also, you're so right. The society is also a big contributory factor to what is going on in Nigeria. The very dark man Anton Todike dragging looks like is going to be long thing. It's going to be a long thing, honestly. It is. Because I didn't think it was only work related. Um, it must have been compounded issue, but family, personal, both family, personal and work. However, she shouldn't have buyed herself. If it was only work, she had the option of quitting. I know she said it's not only work, but from her the note she left behind, she made reference to the work not meeting target. She said that she started a personal business to support herself by the side, and that one is not working, that she's tired. So from the note, I'm beginning to, think that maybe her parents are not in Lagos. Maybe she just came for youth service and settled in Lagos. And I will say, if you're thinking of if you come to Lagos, hey, life is going to be all rosy, please, Lagos is oversaturated. Start small wherever you find yourself, especially where you have family members. It will be a lot easier for you. At least you see roof over your head, you see food to chop. But when you're living in a big city like Lagos, you're thinking about rent, transportation, food, and then you're thinking about electricity, you're thinking about other things, how to clothe yourself. It becomes so huge a burden to cater for as a young folk. So like I said, don't push yourself to Lagos or those big cities if you don't have a soft landing there. If you don't have family members, relatives in those cities, it's going to be a difficult one for you to, achieve. So that's my take on that one. Getting another job or concentrating on her family. Yeah, getting another job is not that easy because there are no jobs there. But the thing is, she was doing shoe business. Maybe she's not getting people patronize her. Maybe people in her church are not even willing to buy. Those that are closest to you are the ones that will not even patronize your business when you start. When you start. Sincerely, we all know when we started YouTube, we send our family members. We sell. We send our links to our family member. Please subscribe to my channel now. They will tell you, I will, I will, I will. How many of them subscribe? How many of them are watching our videos right now? Family members. So you see why it's so difficult. It's so difficult to even break through the internet, especially when you don't have means. It's extremely difficult. So the girl must have been going through a lot, but no matter what you're going through, no matter the level of stress you're going through, or difficulties or hardship you're going through, always remember it's only the living that can make it. The dead cannot be woken up from the grave to strive, to hustle, to survive. It's when you're alive, that's when you'll be able to make it. So that's what I have to say. They will even pay listening ears to what she was going to. They won't. Definitely. If she didn't meet target, would they sack her? Yes, now they will sack her. They will sack her. She's a marketer. They will sack her. You lose your job. Especially if you don't meet target month, 1 month, 2 month, three. That means you're doing nothing. The next thing, close to the door. And remember, it's contract for those marketers. I was on a call. It's okay, Gores. Thank you for, and Gores, thank you immensely for joining my membership. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. I don't even remember I have membership sometimes. Guys, my membership is open on YouTube. Kindly join my membership. The fees are not so much. It's affordable. You can actually pick any criteria that suits your pocket. Support me for always coming out here to interact, to talk about these social issues, to see how we can bring changes and encourage our world. Support my channel by joining my membership. Like I said, it's not going to hurt your pocket because the prices are reasonable. Thank you again, Gores, for being my member. Yay! I felt happy when I saw it. I tried to reply when I saw it. I didn't even know where to reply again. I went to YouTube Studio. I couldn't do automatic reply. I say, waiting be this now. I struggle with that. I just got frustrated. I said, I'll come back to it and do screenshot and then share it on community page. I thought it was something I'll just go and write it to go directly to my community page, but it didn't happen that way. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, Mama, I will check out your membership. Yay! Thank you, Joe. Getting another job is another war entirely. Absolutely, Joe. There is no job. Christianity should be ashamed as well, too. I believe she has a church she's going, right? I believe so, too. And they never paid attention. Joe, leave the church people alone. They only after your offering and tithe. They don't really care about how you're doing. They are only after about your offering and tithe. That is just the truth. It's unfortunate. It's prosperity churches that we have now. Those days of home visitation, I don't know if they still do home visitation. When I was in Lagos, we used to do home visitation in the churches. Yeah, somebody will just come to your house. They will tell you they are going to visit your house. They will come. All they came to do is to talk with you and know how you're doing. I don't know if they still do it these days. And they also had cell meetings those days, Sunday house fellowship. Those days they do, some do on Saturday, some do on Sunday. And when they come to house fellowship, is a personal way of reaching out one-on-one to people that live within your area. Then they will ask you, how was your week? Is there anything you want us to talk as a family, as a smaller unit? Is there anything you're going through that we should discuss? They did those during my time when I was in Nigeria. We had house fellowship meetings. We had visitation day. Hey, they're coming to you. Oh my God. They will send one or two persons to come to do visit. One or two persons will volunteer. Yeah, I live close to her and I see her around. We interact when we check each other out. I'm going to visit. And when they come, they're going to ask this question: how are you faring? I don't know if they still do those ones now. I don't know how Christianity is now. I don't know. I think it's even better not to rely on organic patronage when you start a YouTube channel. No need to invite family members. Evelyn would not kill me with laughter. Sincerely, Evelyn, you're so right. There is no need to invite family members. Honestly, there is no need. Even if you use their phones to subscribe to your channel and put notification on, the notification will be there. They will still not come and watch you. You're so right. Mommy, honestly, tears running down my eyes right now regarding that lady. Please, Joe, be comforted, okay? We don't want another to happen. That's why we are talking about it. Anything we talk about here, we try to make sure the awareness is created so that people shouldn't go through that route, because it's not an easy thing. For those left behind, we're not even talking about how the mother of this girl is feeling right now. We don't know how she's feeling. So a lot of people need to hear us. A lot of people. So broadcast the news. If you're going through, ask your friends questions, your relative, how are you today? That thing you're going through does not want ending your life. You can come out of it. Just look the other way and see there is strength somewhere. There is joy somewhere. There is something positive that will happen somewhere. Better to rely on organic patronage. I mean, I know, I understand what you mean. Better to rely on organic patronage. Sincerely, family member and supporting your small business is, in fact, they don't go together. Okay, they go like this. They can never come together. Ha! Honestly, sincerely, they don't go together. So don't even bother. I know this girl's shoe business. Maybe she put it out on social media. She's People are not liking her media, her post. The church people will say, now you make the shoe cover. I no go buy this one. I go market, go buy them for Oshodi. You know all those guys go you do what go buy them. And they don't want to patronize made in Nigeria, but they wear made in China, were bought from Dubai. That is the mentality. So that it will sound foreign, that is foreign shoes. We are not supporting our own. And people are wondering, why is America so great? Why is America is number one country? They promote their own. When I mean promote their own. Hey. Mm, mm. So please, if you have a friend, talk to your friend, ask them, how are you doing? What is going on with your life? How is work? How is school? How is family? Open up to your friends. Let them, and also be a good friend. Be someone a friend can confide in and nobody will hear your story. Not when they talk to you, you carry them and go and tell Bisola, from Bisola to Nkechi, from Nkechi to Blessing. Be that person that that friend can confide in. Okay, so that they can be able to open up and share with you what they are going through. Life is tough. A lot of people are going through a lot of things. But if you have one friend, one friend that will always give you listening ears, just like Joe said, that means you're better. You know there is a shoulder to cry to. You understand? There is someone to call and cry. The person will not say you're disturbing him or her. Please, let's be there for each other, because it's obvious that the government is not there for you. But be there for each other. All right, guys. So remember, my membership is on YouTube. Join my membership, support me. And if you're watching from Facebook, thank you for joining today. Don't forget to share, like, and subscribe and follow. And on YouTube, don't forget to share, comment, and also leave me your thoughts. So, guys, I've done 2 hours and 1 minute, and yours truly is running up today's live stream. I will catch you guys again whenever I'm free. I try to come live during the week. I'm still struggling to fit in the time because I work, I have children, I have homeworks to do, I have extra activities to attend with the kids, and I still have family. I have a husband to attend to. You think, oh, I missed one person, guys. I was asking, am I forgetting anything? Debbie, the wife material. Hey, why did I miss Debbie's story? Debbie, the wife material. Okay, maybe we should make Debbie's own another conversation. Maybe I should do a short video about Debbie, but let me just briefly say something about Debbie. Debbie went viral on a tweet that she retweeted, that gave over 20 million view or 20 million comment on that tweet. And Debbie right now has gone from 1-bedroom apartment. The next day will be looking for a flat because Nigerians gathered around. And I think NNPC gave them 200,000 petrol voucher. Banks were donating millions. Debbie became a millionaire for making a tweet that she cooks for her husband, that she wakes up at 4:30 to cook for her husband. Nigerians and the feminist nation, they went ballistic. How could you be waking up at 4:30 to cook for your husband? That she's a wife material, 100 yards. She's a good girl, waking up to cook for her husband. Some people say, is she a slave for the man? Emotions were running all over the place. The tweets gathered over 20 million tweets under it. 20 million. So I'm going to ask you that is watching me today, what do you think is right? Do you think Betty did the right or is doing the right thing, waking up every 4:30 to cook for her husband? Or do you think she's overdoing it, that her husband has taken her as his slave? What do you guys think about that, Betty? What do you guys think about Betty? Betty, the wife cook. And I wrote the my husband wife material. To me, if you go back to that story, somebody was asking a question on that tweet that will you wake up at 5 a.m. to make food for your husband? And Betty now replied. Betty's reply and the tone of her reply is what was more concerning for me than the 4:30 a.m. Okay, and I'm gonna tell you guys why. She said it was until she heard from her husband that a co-worker brings food with two spoons, one for her and one for Betty's husband. That was when she woke up from her laziness and started waking up 4:30 to cook for her husband. So she was trying to protect her territory. Not that she was doing it genuinely out of love. Mm-mm. It was because she didn't want another person to take her husband, just like Judy Austin and Yule Doche working as colleagues. And before we knew what was going on, somebody had taken over. So, host, that wasn't the reason. What are you talking about? That was the reason, the conversation. She said that she was very lazy until her husband came back from work and told her that a co-worker, I think I have the tweet. I think I have the tweet. Let me see if I will read it here. I have the tweet. Give me a second to pull it up. Where is the tweet? Oh, where is it? Okay. Okay, Betty retweeted. Treasure, if you're still here. She said, I've always been too lazy to wake up and get his lunch ready. But the day he told me a colleague brought two spoons so he would eat with her was the day I set my alarm at 4:30. So basically, Debbie was replying to that tweet. The first person that tweeted said, there is a lady that wakes up at 5 a.m. to make her husband lunch for work. Then Betty retweeted under that tweet, said, I've always been lazy. And I've always been too lazy to wake up and get his lunch ready. But the day he told me a colleague brought two spoons so he could eat with her was the day I set my alarm for 4:50. So that was the story. So the lady at the office is putting Betty to shame that, hey, shame on you, you can't make food for your husband. Then I can. And that's how, before you know, the familiarity, they will bridge that to bridge content. And the next thing, somebody's husband don't become another person's own. So Betty, why am I calling her Betty? Because I talked about Betty Edu. So Debbie started waking up at 4:50 to make lunch for the man. And when people were like, why would you wake up at that time? Blah, 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 blah. No. If you live in Lagos, okay, most major offices are in the island, okay? Actually, most major offices in the island. And if you live at Sangota, which is Ogun State, if you live at Iyanekpaja, if you live at Igondo, those far places, mainland, and you work in VI, you wake up, you stand at the bus stop at 5 a.m. So if Betty is waking up, if Debbie is waking up at 4:50, it's still not too early for those people living in those areas. And if you live in Lekki and you work in VI, remember traffic is 3 hours to VI when the traffic is huge. Waking up, they leave their homes in Lekki. Some of them leave at 4 a.m. so that they can be early to work. So waking up at that time, Nigerians, Lagosians are awake already, so it's not a big deal. But when you live in other cities that, a little gradually waking up at 7 or 8, it will become a big deal. So, but my concern, Becky wasn't doing this sacrifice out of love. You know, the way you love your husband, you want to get his lunch ready or breakfast or things. It wasn't out of love. It was out of fear that some woman in the office will take her husband from her. Then you now start asking the question. So, do we really need to be walk on eggshells or whatever, on pins and needles, because we want to protect our husbands? Can't our husbands at least know how to draw the line? If they offer you food in the office, you say, no, I'm okay. You find somewhere and buy lunch. Or the man, don't they eye the girl before the girl begin cook food, bring? They're going to help me understand the story, because I don't know. Is that not a mumu husband? Which husband? Entertainment, oh, don't kill me, oh, don't kill me, don't kill me, don't kill me. Let me even see what people are saying here. Okay. Something is wrong with that lady. Oh. Yeah. Entertainment says something is wrong with the lady. The wife material. Now, what are you talking about? It was her reason for waking up at 4:30 that got people. It was the reason that got people angry. Absolutely. It wasn't because she was doing it out of love. It's because of another woman. But why won't she be afraid? If you see how it take happen to you, Ledoche, it take happen to that lady in US that Messi Aigbe married her husband. Won't you wake up and cook for your husband? When does the lady sleep? I don't know when they sleep, oh, but in Lagos now, most times they don't have lights. Maybe they go to bed at 7 p.m. So if they go to bed at 7, then they can be able to wake up at 4 a.m. or 4:30. But sincerely speaking, they don't sleep early in Lagos. Let me even tell you why. If that guy works in VI and he lives in Igondo, those areas I mentioned, or Sangota, he'll be getting home at 11 p.m. or 10 p.m. And maybe the wife is still awake, waiting for him. So definitely they they don't sleep on time. Okay, well, if she loves doing that, then good for her. Just not my cup of tea, because I sleep until 6:30 for my please, for your husband. I don't blame you. Me, I sleep till 6 a.m. because my daughter leaves for school at 6:59. Okay, 6:59. So I must be awake every 6 a.m. to make sure. Thank you, Rose Chichi. I really appreciate you. Joe, thank you so much, all of you. You have a wife at home. You're going to eat from another woman's plate. Now you they talk that way. Make the wife no provide the food. The things saying abroad men that can prep their things and get organized. Abroad men, they are so put together. When I mean put together, God made them differently, or maybe they came and they learned. They know how to structure their time well, and they are not putting all this responsibility on a woman. Mm-mm. They are not, because they understand that the woman herself is also going through a lot of stress. So any little way they can help, they help. But no, maybe Betty is a housewife. She only has a daughter and a husband, and she needs to take care of them, because there are too many side chicks out there ready to snatch. If you're not, no be Sarah Martin talk am, if you're not treating a good man right, let the side chick snatch the good man. So it's out there. The men are no longer the ones chasing the women. The women are the one encroaching, telling her, okay, I brought food. I made jollof rice today and I brought some spoon for you. It really tastes so good. You can come and eat with me. I was there. I brought 2 portions. And from eating one plate to two plate to three plate, they will go for a lunch outside. From lunch outside, then they will go for dinner one day. So Debbie decided to wake up from her lazy self. Anyway, guys, that story is so funny. It's something I should make a short video about, and it's really very interesting. My opinions, I have my opinions to give if I really have the time. The man must have longer throat, so can't he buy himself lunch? Hey, you guys are really very interesting this morning. Also, I tried to do that for my husband when we newly got married. He just looked at me and said, "Go and sleep. I will fix my food myself." That's the difference between abroad men and Nigerian men. How can your Nigerian husband tell you to go and sleep? It's not happening. Even when you're not weak, when you're sick, you're still making food. Remember the one that happened last week when a girl got a phone call that her father passed. The husband was asking her to go and fry plantain for, for him. A girl that was crying about losing her father. They're asking her to go and fry plantain. So imagine if you were newly married and then there is no Nigerian man that will tell you, "I go and sleep, I'll fix my food myself." It's not happening. Mel, your husband is the Igbo man. That's why. Anyway, guys, I'm happy you guys cracked me up this morning. I'm really, really happy having good laughter, good conversation with you all. You guys are amazing, honestly. I started this live stream on a very moody note, a very, very moody. I was really moody when I started because my first topic I treated was that banker case, and that really, took a chunk of my emotions. So I'm happy you guys made me laugh so loud. Laughter is good. Thank you guys. Chipado Space, Happy New Year, beautiful. How are you? And how is cold in Germany treating you? Thank you guys immensely for joining me today. I really enjoyed this live stream. I'm happy I laughed. Oh my goodness. Thank you guys. Thank you guys will not understand, but sincerely, thank you for making me laugh. Okay. So if I have the time, I'm going to make a short video about the Debbie, the wife material, Debbie, the wife cook, or whatever you we choose to call her, because it was really an interesting conversation, honestly. And her life has changed. She's moved up, getting new apartment, getting a bed sheet, a gas cooker, fridge. So her life is better for just a simple tweet. And sincerely speaking, that's how God answers prayers. Okay, it's not until you go to your those people that do miracle for you, and then whether a fake miracle, that is God. God has used that opportunity to bless her. She's not buying gas. I don't even know if they get motor. If they don't get motor, they go sell the voucher to people where get motor, or maybe they will use half of the money they got to buy a car. Whichever, God has really helped her. God has blessed her family through that tweet. Hmm? So, guys, I'll be calling it a day today. Okay, I have gymnastic class to attend in the next 15 minutes, so I'll be heading out soon. Thank you immensely for joining me, and you all that cracked me up real good. Thank you, Evelyn. Thank you, Entertainment's Daily. Thank you, Treasure Gist. Guys, visit these channels. You're going to have a swell time when you get to Treasure Gist, all the trending G's about celebrities. You're gonna get them there, and Entertainment Daily as well. You're going to get. Let me put their names. So Treasure Gist, go there for all your stories, all your G's trending stories. You're going to find them there. Little thing that can change man's way, like just a little and sincere tweet. Yeah, so sincere tweet, and then my husband just added here a tweet invented by a Oyibo man. Okay, why Nigerians are busy building a church for 32 billion naira instead of to invent something that will help their people. No be me talk am na for Nigerian news we read am. All right, thank you so much. You're doing well by your side. Yes, we are doing well. The weather is cold. It's actually 6 degrees Fahrenheit today, and it's really very. This will be the first time we are getting this lowest temperature, so it's very cold. We have to bundle up very nicely. Yeah, it's 6 degrees, and next week is going to be minus for us. So, and then by Sunday to be 21. So we are hopeful that it gets better. So I must thank all of you. I wish I don't have to go, but I have to go. The Betty must have understood that the say the way to a man's heart is through his stomach. Betty no one take chances at all. I be Debbie. Debbie no one take chances at all. He say, nobody is taking this my new husband. He say she's newly married, and then somebody is already bringing food in the office. Before you know it, she'll start coming to social media to sing like Nay, don't you? Please, guys, know that she's not right. All right, guys. Thank you guys for joining me today immensely. My name still remains Oyoyo here at Oyoyo's World, Facebook and YouTube. And if you're watching from Facebook, thank you for joining me. We keep it real here. We keep it positive. We keep it constructive. And at the same time, we create awareness on how to better our lives and the lives of the society as well. Okay? So if you have a friend, ask your friend how is she doing. It goes a long way. Find out, visit that friend if you live close by, call on the phone, check on the person, get to know how they are doing because people are going through a lot and you wouldn't know until you ask. And be a good friend that somebody can rely on, somebody can talk to, somebody can confide in, and knowing that her story is safe with you. Don't be the judge. When the person is telling you what is going through, you're already condemning the person and judging the person. No. Understand where the person is coming from and be a helping hand, be a listening ear, and have that hands to embrace, to give warm embrace. Be that to another person. It goes a long way. So, guys, I'm signing out today. Thank you guys for joining me. Don't forget to watch my other videos. And don't forget to follow me on Facebook. Join my membership on YouTube. Yes, my membership is on. And the prices are very reasonable. Join my membership to support me. Until I see you guys in my next one. Stay well. Be well. Chipado is writing for me in Germany. Unfortunately, I can't pronounce this, and I know it's bye-bye. Thank you so much, sweetheart. Host, more people don't care these days. Most people don't care these days because everyone is going through a lot. Yes, most people don't care, but they should care. It's not until the person goes 6 feet down, you're now saying, hey, yeah, hey, if I had known. People should care. People should pay attention. People should give listening ears. Honestly, it's very, very important. A lot of people are going through, even young folks, more young folks are going because they are not understanding how to survive hardship. Unlike the older folks that went through Nigerian civil war that saw hardship in real sense of hardship. There was no food anywhere to eat in the Biafran land after the civil war. So they saw it red-handed. They experienced it. They were able to understand it better. But these young people, this Indomie generation, they don't know how to survive with any small hardship because their parents started providing for them. They've not really experienced it. So it's very difficult for most people to handle. And that's the reason why we should pay close attention when people are going through ordeals. Help someone today. Put a smile on someone's face by making that call, answering that phone, and talking to that person. Until I see you guys in my next one, stay blessed.